All right, everybody, welcome back. Episode 2 of the Walk-Ons. Got a special guest today from Charlotte, Daylen Berry. Good friends with Red and Dow. And Red, I'll turn it over to you. Let you do some introductions.
Yeah, good to be back, everybody. Daylen, really glad to have you on the podcast.
Appreciate you all having me.
No, no doubt, man. First off, man, I just want to say thanks for being here. I know obviously you've been at UNC Charlotte the last 2 years. You're going to be coming into your redshirt sophomore season. You excited about that? Tell me some more about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this upcoming season, man. Just basically going into my third year being there, I've learned a lot, I've gained a lot, um, seen a lot. So just really being able to just go in every day and just pick up on new things, be around good people. Um, each year the team has been different, which has seemed to be a thing in college basketball now. You're going to see new people every year. So just meeting a whole lot of new people each and every year, that's been pretty cool. And then just being able to grow as a basketball player and an individual, that's been pretty cool to me.
And that's one of the things I think I really enjoyed in my college basketball experience is just like you get to meet a variety of people from all over
Yeah.
these different places. Like I remember at Purdue Fort Wayne, we had 15 guys on the roster, and 13 of them were from different states. So you're meeting guys from places you've never even been before. But one thing I wanted to talk about that you mentioned was how obviously there's trials and tribulations that you face. When you make that transition from high school to college. So I was really interested to hear what's been some of the harder sides of transitioning from high school to college, and even maybe some of the things that came easy.
Sheesh. All right. So this has been a big transition, I should say. My first year, my freshman year, I got there. Oh boy. I struggled a lot. Just with the speed, the physicality, like people being older, smarter, stronger, faster, everything. So like it just wasn't the same. Like I couldn't play the same game that I was so accustomed to playing when I first got there. I had to really adjust. And then on top of that, I also was transitioning to being more of a point guard as well. So seeing the floor differently than how I always view like things, because before I would rather be looking for like my shot first and then trying to like, read the floor if my shot wasn't there. But then just really trying to learn the game, like break people down, see the floor more, get guys involved, and just that big whole transition. My first year, that was a struggle for me. So I redshirted that year. And then last year, with it being my first year actually playing, I played a little, well, to start the season, literally right before the first game, I broke my nose. That kind of put me in a tough spot. I dealt with the ankle injury like that summer as well. So I didn't play in any of our scrimmages that like last summer. So I still hadn't played any college basketball yet still. And then during the season, I got good minutes and good spurts, like a couple games here, a couple games there. So like being able to grow within them and those games and the opportunities that I was given, I feel like that helped me a lot. And then towards the second half of the season, I kind of just flipped my whole mindset with how I approached everything dealing with like not playing and then playing. So I just took everything more as like a business aspect, like going here, get better, do what I need to do, and then let everything lay how it's gonna lay. So towards the second half of the season, I was actually getting a good amount of playing time, I feel like, and I was playing well and we were winning. So I feel like this upcoming year should be good for me. So I'm excited for that.
No doubt, no doubt. You're a North Carolina guy. You played at a pretty good high school at Panther Creek. I'm really interested to hear about what it was like playing under Shawan Robinson, a guy who has experience playing ACC basketball at Clemson University, and just some of the things you feel like were some of the biggest takeaways you had from him and just overall at your time at Panther Creek.
Yeah, so Coach Rob, he's been one of my main guys since I was in middle school. I was going to his basketball camps. We've always had a pretty close relationship. So like even outside of basketball, so he's always taught me things like off the court, being a man, like just how to do right, treat people right. And then basketball wise, he always let me be me, like, and he knew how to handle me, and not handle me because I'm not a tough guy to handle on the court, but like just like let me be me, like let me lead how I lead. He's super laid back, chill. He's gonna let you do whatever. Once that he knows that if you're committed to wanting to play at the next stage, he's gonna do everything he can to help you do that. So really just sitting down with him and just becoming a better basketball player and then being able to play with him was amazing. Like if I could go back, it was really fun playing with him.
No doubt. No doubt.
I got a question about North Carolina high school basketball because Red and Dow swear it's the greatest thing in America. So what is your what's the atmospheres like? What's it like playing high school basketball in North Carolina?
Yeah, I got a question back for you. Wait, where are you from?
Indiana. So
Oh, her Indiana's basketball
yeah,
too. Okay, so
yeah.
so we're gonna have to compete in this topic a little bit. The basketball community is just so big, and like the basketball is very good. So, um, I don't know, man. We the hoop state. Indiana is a good state though for basketball. I will say. I'm not gonna say anything bad. But I don't know. I don't know. And the numbers speak for itself as well. So
We got like we got the most #1 draft picks out of the
I did just see
Is
that.
that facts?
yeah. We
Damn.
have I think there's like 7 out of North Carolina. I don't know. Indiana probably got 0.
Probably 0, yeah. Oh, man. I know one of the things that you faced earlier in the year in non-conference play was a visit from our good friend who we faced in the Horizon League, Antoine Davis.
Whew.
One of the supreme scorers in college basketball.
Yeah, one of them for sure.
You know, I'm one of those guys. I try not to, excuse my language, but ride dick too much. But it's one of those guys when I saw him in person for the first time, there was no other way to put it. But I mean, the guy gets it done. So I want to know. I think you had some stints where you actually guarded him in that game.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what it was like, your experience being on the floor trying to guard that type of player.
The toughest thing in college basketball for me, I feel like, is guarding a player that knows he can shoot any shot he wants.
And has the freedom to shoot any shot he wants.
Has the freedom to shoot any shot he wants. That's one of the toughest things to do. And he can shoot the ball too on top of that. So it's like you can never relax with him. He's 9 times out. He's the thing. He's not even that tall. He's crafty. He gets a shot off well, and he creates a lot of space. So guarding him is kind of one of those things that I'm not gonna say out. It's like I hope you miss type of thing. But it's like, hey, he's gonna make some shots like for sure.
Mhm.
And I didn't do. He's good. He's really good. We played him twice last year.
Yeah.
We played them once in Detroit, and then they came to Charlotte, and we beat them in overtime when we played them there.
Man. Yeah, I mean, he gave us a pill in our last conference.
He gave us every game. Bro.
Yeah, I mean the first game.
He gave us 30 both games that he played us as well.
The first game when we played them at home, I know Red and Dow, I know you guys remember this, where we had held him in check pretty much whole game. Like I think he had 18 or something, like going into the final 2 minutes, and he hit like back to back step back threes, I think, and we went from like up 6 to like down 12 in like 2 seconds. It felt like, and I just remember it was like the dagger shot. He'd hit 2 in a row. He coming down. It's still like 1-2 possession game, and his dad calling because his dad's a coach. Anybody that doesn't know his dad's a coach. Yeah. And his dad's calling out a play, and he's standing half court just dribbling. He's like, "Nah, fuck that, clear out, I got it." And like you could hear it from you had to be on the court to hear it. And I'm like, "Oh hell nah!" Like, and he got into his like dribble like rhythm, hit a step back 3, like third one in a row. I'm like, damn.
And that's what makes it so hard to guard people like him because he's going out there and just playing pickups.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yes,
it's just pickup for him. Like I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna shoot whatever shot I want to, and if it goes in, you're gonna hear about it.
man, it feels like he's in such good shape too, bro. Like it's kind of like the Steph Curry thing, how like he kind of just wears you down, just running around so much, whatever.
So much running too.
Running off these staggers and all these floppies. It's ridiculous after a while. Just trying to keep your wind up guarding the guy. Yeah, man. Dude gave us 44, so.
I remember sitting on the bench next to you. I think it was like midway through the second half.
Yeah.
And we were, because it was close at halftime in the tournament game, and then they got a lead second half, and it was like, you knew it was over. And I remember looking at Red, I'm like, he might give us 50. Like, he really might give us 50.
Oh, my God. So I know one thing I want to talk about was, y'all were previously in Conference USA. You're now transitioning to the American Conference. What's got you excited about that?
Really, everything. I mean, we're bringing, I want to say there's 4 other teams coming with us from Conference USA. FAU being one, North Texas, UAB, UTSA, and Rice. So really, just making that transition is, I mean, it's going to be great. Obviously, we're going to be on a bigger platform, playing against more schools. We get to play Memphis, ECU, Tulane, Wichita State, all those teams. So being able to play like I don't want to say a bigger brand of basketball because the Conference USA actually was a good basketball tournament. I mean, conference. Um, but just everything being new, I would say like I don't know. I can't really describe it. It's opportunity for sure. Especially going under to a new conference with a new coach. I feel like everything's in our hands right now. Just trying to flip some tables and like make some noise. So everyone on my team is very excited about that for sure.
Yeah. How many bid league is Conference USA?
Say again?
What bid league is Conference USA for the tournament?
Oh, it was a one
Is
bid
a
league.
one bid?
You win
Yeah.
you win your conference tournament, and whoever won that, you get to
Yeah.
go to the.
So that'll be.
get to
I
go
mean, Americans 2 to 3 normally. I'd say, right?
Yeah.
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 Last year was Houston, Memphis, and then somebody else. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that was.
Speaking of ECU, you'll play a former teammate, really good friend, Bobby Pettifer, who just transferred in from Kansas. Are you excited to see your buddy out there on the court?
I am. Actually, it seems real to face up against them in college. Like just about it seems crazy, but I'm super excited. I already told him that we're going to beat them twice if we play them twice.
Exactly.
So I had to tell him that already. But nah, yeah, it's gonna be fun getting to play up against him, see his family again. You can see mine. It's gonna be a surreal moment for both of us, I would say.
Are you claiming that matchup ahead of time? I know I've heard from Red says you're the best 2A player he's ever played with.
Yeah, I gotta claim that matchup. I guess.
It's personal. So speaking of that transition, and like you said, you have a new head coach, Aaron Fern, who was an assistant on the staff at University of North Carolina, Charlotte. What's the buzz around that? Are you excited about this new hire?
I'm very excited. He's one of my favorite coaches that we have. He's very, how do I describe it? I don't even know how to describe it. I can't give you a word, but he's a good dude. He's cool. Like he's down to earth. He's gonna speak it to you straight, which I like. You can laugh with him, you can joke with him, but like when he means business, everyone knows that he means business. So I think that balance that we're gonna be able to have this year with like not really necessarily being on joke time, but like you just not so like you just stuck up, and just being able to like have that, and then his playing style. We've already talked about how like things are going to change with us playing this year, so like, everyone's excited about that. It's kind of just like a fresh leaf for everybody, so everybody's excited. And then it's someone that everyone knows already, so it's not like we're all just in like one big space where it's just like we don't even know what like what's going to happen.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, Daylen, you guys won the CBI, right, this year, if I'm not mistaken?
We did.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I know that's something Red has experienced, going down and participating in. What was your experience takeaway from being in an event like that?
It was a cool experience. I mean, obviously the opportunity to play in March, that was big for us, get extra games under our belt. So like this year, hopefully, we already know what it's like to play in March. We played in the championship game. We were up, I want to say, I could be wrong. We were up like 11, maybe with like two minutes left, and then next thing you know, we're up one with seconds left. So just being able to like experience how like in March things just happen, that was cool. And then the experience as a whole with the team, like last trip with the guys, we got to go on the band. That was played some good teams down. We got to play Milwaukee, which was exciting. We played against BJ and Elijah too.
That's right. Golly.
Yeah.
The small world, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good experience for sure.
Did y'all boys get anything out there in Daytona?
Yeah, we did. We definitely hit the beach, hung out a lot. Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got one more. Daylen, what's the culture around Charlotte basketball as far as like what's your guys' summers look like as far as are you straight basketball? Are you guys doing stuff outside of basketball? How much you doing? All that.
So the summers we usually go on like an 8 week program. We're there for 8 weeks, and then we get off for two, and then we'll come back. But while we're there, we're lifting 5 days a week. We also have our like workout pieces in it as well. But with the guys, man, we play pickup often. Everyone hangs out with each other. Like everyone on the team is close. The 3 years that I've been there, everyone like the teams have always been super close, like all like because super family oriented. Like everyone was comfortable within each other. So like I would say like the culture there is great. Like everyone talks, everyone communicates. There's no like side groups out. Everyone feels included with everything. You can talk to anybody about everything, coaches included. So like everything there, I would say it's a good culture there, man, for sure.
Man, speaking of those relationships, you got any favorite teammates or guys you've played with, whether it's at Charlotte or just anywhere in general?
Teammates, yeah, though I would say that I played with there. That's not there anymore. Jameer Young, being able to see him every day, like see how he goes about his work and his perform, like how he performed. He was one of my favorite teammates. I didn't play with him because I redshirted that year, but just watching and learning from him, that was cool. My teammate Bryce, like I mentioned, and then Ali, who also left us over the summer. He's at BYU now. He was one of my favorite teammates as well. I've never played with a big man that could pass like that, and he's pass and shoot like that. So that was cool.
Yeah, man, he was. I didn't even know who he was until he got there. Where's he from?
He's from Egypt.
Wow,
Yeah.
he might be the only Egyptian in all Division I college basketball. Man. So I know y'all participated in an overseas trip last summer. Where did y'all go and what was the experience like?
We went to Costa Rica for a week. It was a good experience. We played. I want to say we played 3 games there, 3 games, 3 nights, and then the other 4 days we went to another part of Costa Rica and we kind of just chilled out. We went towards like the beach and the city type, I would say. And for those 4 days, we could pretty much like do whatever we want. Like we could go to the beach, go eat, wake up whenever. Like, and then we went rode 4 wheelers there. We went zip lining there. What else? I think that was it with the team activities. But other than that, now that trip, that was a cool trip for sure. Got to see new people, see a new part of the world, really see how they live down there. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say that's somewhere I would want to stay for sure, but it was a good vacation for sure.
That sounds a lot different than our routine when we were overseas last summer.
Where did y'all go?
Portugal and Spain.
Yeah.
That's right. How was that?
Fucking electric.
Yeah, who wants to explain?
Yeah, I mean, I'll break it down.
Late nights were electric. The days were long, bruh.
Today's
It
were
get dark there
yeah.
quick. In Costa Rica, it got dark there like 4 p.m. every day.
Bro, it was the opposite. In Portugal, I feel like it was bright outside the whole time. Same with Spain, to be honest. One thing people don't realize about Europe is it's kind of like the States. Like you travel from state to state. Over there in Europe, they travel country to country. So you're not going to meet just people from the location you're visiting. You're going to meet people from all over the world. I know when we were in Barcelona, I was able to meet people from Germany, Italy, France, Ireland. Yeah, it was interesting just to see all these different cultures of people come together and, just enjoy life and embrace everything in front of them.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
It was a great
I was
trip.
there.
Like you said, though, I don't think it would be somewhere where I'd want to actually like go and stay for or live for any like period of time.
I'd live over there.
Yeah, of course you would, though.
So, you grew up in Cary, North Carolina.
No, I didn't grow up in Cary.
Where'd you go up? Where'd you go up then?
I grew up. I was born in
Yeah.
Chapel Hill, raised in Jacksonville, lived in Virginia, lived in Durham.
I think you lived in Durham. Yeah.
Bro, doesn't your cousin play at Gardner Road right now? He's on Bulldogs.
Yeah,
He's on Bulldogs.
Amari.
Yeah.
That's your cousin?
Yeah, that is my cousin.
Bro, he's probably one of his better players for real. Mario, was
Yeah,
it Barb?
Mario's good. He's really good. He's really, really good.
Yeah, bro. Damn.
But yeah, went to
Speaking
high
of,
school, went to middle school and high school in Cary. Didn't
there
go
you
up there.
go. There you go. All right. So, what would you say is the difference in culture that you've seen from growing up in a, not growing up, but going to high school and playing ball in a place like Cary versus Charlotte?
Um, the diversity, I would say. Um, Cary's a cool place. I got all my dogs live in Cary, so I can't really say anything bad about Cary, but it's definitely different in Cary than it is in Charlotte. Charlotte, uh, I don't even what's the wording for this? Y'all been in Charlotte, right?
We lived there.
I lived
I'm
there.
about to say, yeah, y'all know the difference, man.
Man, that's a vibe. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here's one. So, not playing basketball, you got day off. What are you doing? Because I mean, you're right there in Charlotte. Y'all going downtown. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, we go uptown a lot.
Yeah.
What else do we do? We got into bowling. We go bowling a lot too. Um, and then outside of that, I would say if it's a nice day, we'll go to the pool. Kick
Yeah.
it over there, like just hang out with the team
Yeah.
with the guys. See, try and make something shake or go uptown that night.
Yeah, you got any teammates that cook it up in the kitchen?
I got well outside of myself.
Oh, okay, Chef Barry.
My roommate Rob Brasfield, he cooks a lot. Who else would I say cooks a lot? Uh, that's the only one that I know of for real that cooks. I'm pretty sure Jackson. I can see Jackson cooking a lot, but I don't live with Jackson, so I don't know.
So anybody who's played Division I college basketball know that anytime you get a win, there's a lot of value in that,
Hmm.
regardless of who you played. I always say in college basketball, there's this thing called any given day, especially at the Division I level. I think any team can beat any team just under the right circumstances. Is there a favorite moment, whether it be on the road or at home at Charlotte, where y'all got a win, or where there was a moment on the road where y'all just felt like, you know, it kind of put y'all in the groove where y'all needed to go, or just a highlight a moment?
Um, Last season I would say we played App State at home. We were down. I want to say like 30 something to 7 in the first half.
Playing a
They
former teammate too, Terrence Harcum,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that was cool as well. But they had one of their players had like 20 in the first half, like 5 threes, like they was cooking. And then suddenly we started going on our run, and since when we did that, we didn't look back. So I feel like that win really helped everyone come together as a team because like it was a lot of people at that game. Obviously, like the Charlotte App State, I guess those games ran like deep into like back in the day as well. So like that was kind of like our rivalry for like while we were in Conference USA, but now I guess it's ECU. I would say that win for sure really helped everyone like kind of get their groove. Like dang, like we really had to like buckle down and play to get this game because it was looking really ugly at first, like really bad, and that would have been so embarrassing, so embarrassing.
Especially against one of your rivals, man. So I know how it is.
Right.
So we got looks like about 4 minutes left in this. Keaton, do you want to wrap it up for us?
Yeah. It's a great conversation. Appreciate you for coming on, spending some time with us. And
I appreciate you guys for
yeah,
inviting me, man.
No doubt. First guest on the pod, Daylen Berry. It was
first
a pleasure
one.
having you, man.
First
Hey,
one.
Long time no see. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm excited to see how your journey in Charlotte continues. New head coach, new chapter, lots of success coming here to this guy. Daylen, we appreciate you.
appreciate you guys as well, man. Wishing you guys nothing but success, man.
No doubt, brother. No doubt.